Hey everyone, Beth here from CornerPiece Studio. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a good weekend. Made it through all the rain from yesterday. Rain is done here. Starting to dry out again, which is good. Want to watch a little football in a little bit, but I wanted to do this video for you first. Today I'm going to show you how I create my watercolor papers. This is on watercolor paper, and how I get these lines in it so then I can, hang on a second, I gotta get them out of my ATC box, so I can then follow these lines with a marker. And if you want to make a tree or branches, you can do so. If not, you can just let it sit there and be in the background, subtly in the background. This one, I'm going to do a leaf. That's going to be a leaf, and that one's going to be a leaf, and that's going to be a leaf. I haven't sat down to work on that yet. Things have to move me a certain way to do so. So what I'm using is a 11 by 15 piece of my pad is done, but this is, I have a smaller one of the Canson Watercolor 140-pound paper. I get this at Michael's. It's a medium to cheaper price paper. I like it. It works well. It does what I want it to do. So what I'm going to do for starters is I'm going to tape this to my work spot, because if you don't, it's going to warp and curl. It's still going to bubble a little bit, but you still want to tape it down a little. So I'm using painter's tape. You can use watercolor paper tape too. I don't have any. I want to look into getting some. You can also use washi tape. Washi tape works really well also. I use that in my books when I travel. I keep some pieces of washi tape stuck to the backside of my book. I have a Moleskine watercolor book that I use. It's a small one. So I'm going to tape this down. So you're going to need, what you need for this project is, you need some watercolor paper. Watercolor paper works best because it's thicker, it absorbs the water, it doesn't roll, and the water and the color stays put. If you use other paper like, you can paint on printer, copy paper and whatnot, but you can't do this process on it because there's just a lot of water involved in this process. So I'm using watercolor paper, like I said, the Canson 140-pound. I am also using Mozart, where is it? Here it is. Mozart watercolor paints. I got them from Amazon probably like 3 or 4 years ago. I love them. The colors are very vibrant. I do have tube paints also that I use for other things, but I like the vibrant colors of these for this because it does temper down a little bit. Like this green is this green. This is this color here. So I'm going to do a fall one again. I'm going to use this color, which is called, 2, 4. That's the yellow ochre. I'm going to use the yellow ochre. I'm going to use orange. And I'm going to use Chrism. So Chrism, orange, and yellow ochre. And I'll also put some of the leaf green in it. And I'll probably splatter some brown when I'm done. So you need your paper, your paints, some brushes, a large brush to get water on your paper, or a spray bottle, and another brush, not too small, because you want larger spaces so the paint will run into itself. So this is not a fine detail project. It's just big water and color splotches. So I'm using a spray bottle to, first of all, I'm going to wet my paints to activate them. And then I am going to spray. You can hear it. I'm spraying my paper because you want the color to mix with itself. So I didn't need the bigger brush right now. I'm going to start with the orange. And so you just put it down, and the amount of water that you put on the paper is what's going to help make it run. And if it doesn't run, then you just spray some more water on. And then also what helps is putting more water on your brush when you go into your colors. I love doing this. I use it to make ATCs. I use it to just make postcard sizes or little gift tag sizes. Just whatever. See, that one didn't really do what I wanted because it needs more water. So let me get one more on here. There. Now I'm going to wipe your brush before you rinse it. Wipe it off before you rinse it. Then you rinse. Okay, I'm going to use the Chrism. Yes, the Chrism. And I'm just going to put it on nearby. See how it just flows? Isn't that gorgeous? They just flow into each other. Now you got to be careful. You want to use colors that are in the similar color family, because if I used blue with this red, I'd get purple. If I used blue with the orange, all right, you need some more water over there. If I used blue with the orange, I'd get brown. Things get muddy if you use. You got to be careful on the colors that you use. Am I in frame? Yes, we're doing good. And it's a quick project. And there's a really fun thing that you do to make the lines. Make those lines. Okay, now I'm going to get the yellow ochre. I'm going to add a little more water. I've got to add a little more water. There we go. I might actually switch to my yellow, my bright yellow, because it's not doing what I want. I want it a little brighter. So you can switch. There we go. That's better. And just keep adding water to it as you go so it bleeds into the other. Sorry if you hear my breathing. I'm just working hard and having fun. Put a little more yellow on here and then add a little green, and we will be all set to go. I need some more water over here. There we go. Okay, that's coming out great. Let me just add a little bit of light green, because it's a pale green that's still on stuff out here. So just add a little, and it'll run. It'll blend, and just do some drops. Got to be careful because the red and green will turn to brown, turn to mud. And so but I want to put the green on it. Gives it the fall colors. A couple more spots. Now I'm going to add a little bit of brown. Just a wee bit of brown here and there. Just a little bit of brown. This is the part that goes the fastest. The drying with the next step is the one that takes a little longer. I learned this from a watercolorist named Amanda Schmidt, Schmidt. I did watercolor classes with her years ago online. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to, see, I got a big puddle of water that I'm not too keen on right here. So I want to just pull some of it up. So just use a paper towel to pull some of it up. There we go. That's better. Because it was a river. It was a river. I don't want a river. Because the paper is starting to warp a little bit. Okay, the trick here to getting it to look, where did it go? To look like that is this plastic wrap. So you take off a piece of plastic wrap that is as big as your picture you're working on. Open it so it's flat. It really likes to stick to itself. And then, oops, I wanted to, hang on, hold on, hang on. I wanted to add some splatters. There we go, I added some splatters. Okay, that's better. And then you lay it on it. Just lay it on it and see how it puckers and does its thing. It's called, like, this is like tie-dye painting. And you can just kind of let it go. And now we're going to let it set for a while. There's no drying it with a heat gun or anything. Just got to let it set for a while. So what I will do is come back later. I will remove this saran wrap probably about an hour. Let it set really well and start drying. And then I'll come back and remove the saran wrap. I'll do a video short that I will post. So you go look at my shorts later also. And I will do a video short to show you taking this off and taking the tape off and show you how it looks when it's done. So for now, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I'm going to go and just enjoy some football for now and probably some NASCAR. Yep, we watch both of those here in the house. And I'm drying up my paints here so the water doesn't, because when you paint like this, there's a lot of water. And I just want it to dry. So I'm going to go watch some football and some NASCAR. Made some apple crisp, probably enjoy some of that. And I'll be back in a little bit to do the big reveal. So for now, have a good afternoon, and I will talk with you guys in a little bit. Bye.